I am Paige. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought of this idea a couple days ago. I always have the granny squares sitting around from my woozi cardigan because I would sell them sometimes, so I just have like a couple stacks of them sitting around because especially they're good yarn busters, so I'll just have like stacks of them sitting around. And I thought it would be fun to make bags out of them because I have a vendor event coming up and I don't want to make like a whole sweater because I know that won't sell. It would be fun to take the squares I use to make the sweaters and make like a bag out of them because I feel like they would make a cute bag because the sweater itself is cute when I make it. So if I made like a little granny square like patchwork tote bag out of them, I thought it would be a cute idea. And I thought it would be a lot quicker than making the sweater because the sweater takes forever to make because you have to like place them all in the correct order of what his looks like. And I feel like with this one it'll be a little easier because I can just place the squares however I want, just in like a 3x3 square, and then sew them together with my sewing machine. So it should be a lot quicker than the sweaters. Here's all the different squares I have. Now I just have to put them into 9x9 squares to make fronts and backs of the bags. I'm just randomly grabbing 9 squares at a time because I feel like that's the best way to get the most unique bags. So I'll just need 18 for each, so I need to count the rest of the squares I have to make sure I have enough, or like an even amount. I counted them all and divided them into piles of 18, and I have enough to make 5 bags. So since I have enough squares for 5 bags, I went ahead and just sewed together 5 linings for each bag. It's just with random scrap fabric I have around. This one's so cute. But I just now need to sew together the squares, and then I can put all the liners in them, and then I still have to decide if I'm gonna buy like physical straps or if I'm going to just crochet straps. I know usually when I crochet straps, they stretch. So that's why on like some of the other crochet bags I've made recently, I've been doing just like like regular bag straps that I've just gotten at like Michael's or something. So I just have to decide once I put, actually, I'm gonna need to decide before because normally I'll sew the strap to the lining. So yeah, I need to figure that out. But the linings for all 5 bags are finished. And so now I just have to sew a bunch, which this machine that I have is super old. So this might take a while because I literally have to stop like every 5 minutes and fix like a jam or something. If anyone knows anything about old, it's like an old Singer. It barely works though. I might just need to get a new one. I don't know if it can even be helped at this point, but yeah. I have a front and back finished, so I'm gonna just sew these together, right sides together, and one of the bags will be finished, or at least the body of the bag will be finished. And then I just have to do it 4 more times. And then as you saw last night, I started sewing the squares together, and it was kind of just randomized, me putting the squares in. Here's one of the bodies of the bag. I haven't sewn the liner in or put the handle on yet, but I was only able to get 3 of these done before I ran out of white thread for my sewing machine, so I had to go get some more this morning. I might just use, because I got like 2 tiny ones, I might just sew in all the bag liners for the 3 that I have so far. And if I still have thread left over, I'll make the other 2. But honestly, I don't even know if these will sell at the vendor event, so I might just make the 3 for now and then use the other squares to make something else, or just save them to make bags later. We'll see. Because I still have 2 more stacks of 18. So it would technically be, I would be able to make 2 more bags, but I might just see how far I get on the 3 that I have and then go from there. Tonight I was also contemplating on getting like physical straps or like non-yarn straps and sewing them on, or just like making crocheted handles. So last night I crocheted some handles onto this one. I think it looks cute with the crocheted handles, and I make them short enough that like once you put stuff in it and it stretches out, it'll still be an okay length, I hope. Because I've made crochet handles for bags before and obviously they stretch, so I try to make them a little shorter than I would normally, just to make sure that like once they're stretched out, it'll still not be too long. And I know these aren't a part of like the woozy sweater bag situation I'm doing right now, but I did have these like large granny squares just sitting around, so I thought maybe making those into bags would be fun too. And I did put the liner in this one already because this was before I ran out of thread, and I just thought this little cherry pattern would look cute in this. This is giving wicked in this bag. And then I'll probably just, because I only had like one strap, so I did put one, it's like a black strap though, and I didn't think it would match any of these bags, but I did put a black like canvas strap onto one of the granny square bags I made, but I only had one left, so I'm thinking of just crocheting handles for the rest of them. Here's another one. I made these a little bit ago, these big granny squares, just to like help get rid of my yarn, because I had so much. Now thankfully it's like dwindling down, but I think it's because I keep doing like big projects that'll get rid of a lot of it, especially because these colors are fun because it's like a rainbow, but these are kind of like crazy colors to use for just like a normal project like my Etsy or my shop products. I don't really use these colors a lot, so I thought it would be fun to just make like a little bag with them. And if no one buys this at my vendor event, I might just keep this one. I think it's kind of cute. I just don't know what color handle to put. Maybe purple, because that was the last color I used, but I don't know if I have enough of the purple left. We'll have to wait and see. I could just put like a white one on it too. But yeah, I have these two big granny square bags, and then I have the 3 woozy sweater bags that I'm gonna need to crochet handles onto, and then with hopefully this is enough to sew the linings into all of them. I finished all the bodies of the bags and have added crocheted handles to all of them, and I have all the like inserts ready to go, so now I just have to sew all these into these and they'll be ready to go for my vendor event tomorrow. I hope I sell at least like one of them, because I did a lot of work to put all these together, so hopefully they sell. And then this was the big one that I also added some handles to. I've finished most of the bags. I have these 2, and then this one and this one finished. I just have to do the lining for that one, but they're all lined and ready to go for the vendor event tomorrow. Again, I don't know how many of these I'll actually sell, but it's just something new to bring with me because I feel like I bring the same stuff every single time, so it's kind of fun to make some new stuff. Everything is packed and ready to go in the car, so now I just need to bring this last bag and I'm ready to go. To make a long story very short, I did not sell a single bag. So the event went well, and it was one of the slowest events I've been to so far at this K-pop store, which wasn't a bad thing. I think it was because that weekend was the 17 concert, which I just came back from and was amazing. But I think because the concert was in the same state, but it wasn't in the same city, like a lot of people had already left town to drive down to the 17 concert, so there wasn't like the same amount of people that would be at these events normally. So I think that's why it was a little slower, which is no one's fault, but I did not sell a single one of these bags, which I kind of was expecting, but still a little disappointing because I made so many of them. But they're still available on my shop if anyone's interested in them and wants one of their own. So those last 2 stacks of squares I have, I'm probably gonna save for now and not make any more bags since I have 3 of them with me right now. But if I ever end up selling those 3, then maybe I'll use those squares to make more, or I'll use them to make something else. On another note, the 17 concert this past weekend, literally one of my favorite concerts I've been to. It's hard because it can't beat seeing them all together, like all 13 of them, but it was just like, it was perfect from start to finish. And it was my little sister's first time ever going to a concert, and she loves Sungkwan. So it was super fun to be able to take her there. And the first night we sat in the 100s, and obviously that was amazing. We had pretty good seats. And then the second night we were sitting in the nosebleeds, but because it was a Monday night concert, not a lot of people went to that one. So they had a lot of extra seats available, and a lady came up to us in the nosebleeds and upgraded our seats. So then we were like right by the stage, like in the 100s, like some of the sections that were like close to the main stage, that's where we got upgraded to. It was crazy. And now my little sister is like almost, I feel like, spoiled. Like now she's not gonna be able to sit in the nosebleeds. So she's only gonna want to be closer, which I don't blame her, I do too. But it was just so much fun. And I, obviously with them starting to go to the military, I don't know the next time I'm gonna see them. So I'm glad that this last time that I saw them was like a perfect experience. So even though I didn't sell any of these, I still had a great time this weekend because I got to see 17. So if you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed watching me make these bags, please leave this video a like. And if there's anything else you want to see me guys make, let me know in the comments down below. I did recently just get commissioned to make the This Is For Twice hoods. So I made some of those. Here, I'll show a sneak peek. Here it is. And I did write a written pattern for it. And then I'm gonna make a video tutorial on here of how to do that. So that'll probably be my next video. And then also I got asked to make DK 17th Heaven, like red flower shirt. So I'm probably gonna have a video of that soon. So look forward to those. And thank you again so much for watching this video.